Hey everybody, it's Jim Kemp with 705 CNC. Hey, I'm happy to announce that we finally have this vacuum pump controller done. So the design is finished, it's manufacturable, reproducible. So we've got the relay box and the display head. The display head has got some magnetic feet, let it get stuck down, and same with the relay box, it can be stuck down to a control panel. So in this video, basically just going to go through it real quick and show you how it works. But sorry it took so long to get this done. Timmy went back to school, Josh has been involved with school, and I've been kind of busy retiring. So yeah, it's kind of been on the back burner for a couple of months, but I see in the comments, I finally heard you get this thing done, and yeah, here it is. So yeah, without further ado, I'll show you how it works. The first thing to show is kind of the proof of the pudding. This thing holds vacuum. I mean, that's its claim to fame, is it holds vacuum between two set points. So as you can see right now on 3 different gauges, 2 mechanical and 1 electronic, that we've got vacuum that we're holding. So if I've got a little bleed valve here I can open up, and watch your ears, the pump's going to come on here in a second. As soon as the needle drops below the lower set point, the pump will come on and start to make vacuum. Well, it helps if you turn the pump on. Okay, well that's very embarrassing. What the hell's going on? Well, I can see in here the relays are being at. Oh, I've got the set point turned way down. All right, let me turn that up. In fact, yeah, the pump's on. If I turn it above the needle, the pump will come on. So now that was embarrassing. So now we're back at set point, and let me try it again. This time the needle will only drop down below 20 inches of mercury, and then it'll come back on. Yeah, so that's what it does in a nutshell. I mean, it's pretty simple. And it'll just run forever until it achieves vacuum. So if I turn the pump off and release the vacuum below the low set point, okay, glitchy system here. There we go. So you can see it through the window. We got an LED on showing that one of the relays is calling for the pump to be on. And what I'm trying to show is after a set amount of time, the alarm will come on, and we should see after, I think 20, yeah, there it goes, after 25 seconds, but that's changeable. If you press and hold the knob, it takes you to a second screen where you can adjust how long you want the alarm to be, and then you click back and it goes back to the main screen. And then the other little cutesy thing I added, if you hold the button, go to the first screen, you hold it again, it takes you to basically an odometer for your pump. So this pump, according to this, is run 98 cycles. So to clear that, you hold the button while you turn power on, and that would clear that number. But that number is stored in non-volatile memory along with these 2 set points on the screen. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you just turn the switch off, turn it back on, comes right back. That's it. Let me set it up on the machine and show you what a typical install looks like with it all set up on a CNC machine. I'll show that next. Oh, yeah, that was one last thing. If you lose vacuum and the alarm comes on, and let's say you've got a horn instead of a light, which is obnoxious, after 25 seconds, the alarm comes on and it just harangues you. You could turn the switch off to kill everything, obviously, but that's not very cool. So I'm trying to talk for a long time to fill the gap until the alarm comes on, which should be any friggin' second. There it goes. So now all I have to do is just click the button and it silences the alarm. And the alarm will stay off until the pump turns off because it achieved vacuum, and that will rearm the alarm system. If you don't want the alarm on at all for whatever reason, you can press and hold the button, and if you turn this all the way to 0, that disables the alarm. And this is stored in non-volatile memory as well, so when you cycle power, it will remember the fact that you don't want the alarm on. So software is all done. I'm done modifying it. It's ready to go. Okay, this is a typical install, at least typical install the way I would envision it. I'm sure everybody's going to do it differently. But so here's the vac pump gauge head, and here's an actual vacuum gauge, so making sure that the two are agreeing. Yeah, it just sits up on top of the control cabinet. It's got the magnetic feet, so it just snaps down and lets you adjust the 2 set points. In fact, I've got a slow leak. It's just about to go off here. Any second, it's going to turn the pump back on. There you go. So I've got the 2 set points set pretty close together. I'm going to widen one of them out. And you just press the button to toggle between the 2 set points. The 2 little carrots on the edge of the screen, you probably can't see them right now, but I'm moving those guys around. And each time you make an adjustment, it stores it into non-volatile memory, so you don't have to worry. So yeah, I moved it down just a little bit to make it a little bit bigger gap. So yeah, that's kind of the first test is before you actually start trying to use a vacuum chuck, is make sure you don't have any leaks, right? So if you do have a leak, after that, it's got to be something wrong with your fixture, right? Your fixture's leaking. But step number 1 is make sure all your plumbing doesn't leak first. Here's just a quick view of the relay control box. It's just got some magnetic feet that just allow it to be, you know, stuck to the side of the machine itself. So pretty straightforward. And then down here, just on a couple of chunks of nothing, we've got the reservoir and the pump. You sit behind the machine, out of sight, out of mind. So that's pretty much it. I think this thing's ready to go. Look in the description down below. We'll have a link to the Shopify store where you can place an order for one of these things. After this gets rolling, I'll do the kits and open source stuff and get everything up on GitHub and do all that other stuff. But I've just been super anxious to get this thing out there because I know a lot of guys have been chiming at me through the comments. So just as an aside, got the circuit boards made in China, of course, and you have to pay tariff to get these into the United States. These 10 each of these boards were $100, and I had to pay another $35 in tariffs. So irritating, I can tell you. So of course I made some mistakes, and there's new circuit boards on the way. So yeah, go to Shopify, place an order. It'll probably be maybe 2 weeks before we get them filled because, you know, we didn't order any parts up ahead of time other than the circuit boards, like the vacuum sensor. Those are pretty pricey. They're like $25 a pop. Some of the relays, enclosures, some of that other stuff. So waited to see how many orders we would get before we started really bulking up on buying stuff. So hope this is what you're hoping for and looking for, and it certainly works well for us controlling vacuum on CNC Work Holding fixtures. So let me know in the comments if I missed anything or you want to see any other features added. Thanks a lot.